Warning, the following video contains me, Anime Freak, screaming at things loudly, or just going on general rants. So if you hate to listen to people rant on and on and on and on and on about how stupid things are and how I wish I could take most of humanity, or just really mostly the internet, and just put it all in one big blender and make a stupidity shake and shove it down the throats of the biggest idiots in the world, please enjoy. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Anime Freak here, and I'm here to have another discussion, or rant. Whichever one you want to call it, I call it a discussion. And this one's going to be a very passionate one. I know it will. Okay, we're comparing the Xbox One and the PS4. Now see it as the last console generation is going to slowly start dying out, and the new one's coming forth this November, being the Xbox One being the first to make their move on November 5th, and then the PS4 on November 15th. It brings up the pressing question of which are you going to get, if either. Personally, I'm going to be getting the Xbox One first. Well, really to say I'm going to get both, but I'm starting with the Xbox One. And my reasons for doing that isn't because I think the Xbox One is better hardware-wise than the PS4. I think they're pretty much the same damn thing. It's that the Xbox One runs the games I want to play better and has certain exclusives that I want to play. Ooh, getting over cold. So let's just get straight into this. Let's look at the lineups, since this is a show comparing the both of them, and I can hear the fanboys screaming at me right now. No, the Xbox is better. No, the PS4 is better. It's like, no, I don't give a shit. You're both a bunch of stupid assholes. Go jump off a bridge. Make the world a better place. So, Xbox One launch games. For day one. Starting off on retail will be Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. This will be a dual release on both consoles. Next is Battlefield 4. Will be on both consoles. Next is Call of Duty Ghost, which will be on both consoles. Crimson Dragon, Xbox One exclusive. Dead Rising 3, an Xbox One exclusive. FIFA 14, I never give a shit about sports games. Fighter Within. FIFA 14 is a dual launch title. Fighter Within, which looks like it's going to be a exclusive. Forza 5, which looks like it's going to be an exclusive. Just Dance, both consoles. Killer Instinct is an exclusive. Lego Marvel Superheroes will be on both consoles. The Madden game, no one gives a crap about. Loco Cycle, I have no idea what that is, but it's an Xbox Live game, so it's an exclusive. More crappy sports games no one cares about, like NBA and more NBA. Need for Speed Rivals, which looks sort of interesting. Peggle 2. Peggle. I don't even know what the hell Peggle 1 is. Power Star Golf, because golf's amazing. Rise Son of Rome, which does look pretty damn amazing. Thank you, Cryotech. Hurry Up and Homefront 2. Skylanders. And more Skylanders, of course. I can make a ton of money. Watch Dogs, which will be released on all consoles. Looks very interesting. Zoo Tycoon. What the fuck is Zoo Tycoon? Damn. And Zumba Fitness World Party, because that's gonna be fun to play. Launch window titles will be Kinect Sports, because you gotta shove a Kinect game in there somehow. But the new Kinect doesn't look bad. Microsoft Minecraft Xbox One Edition. Of course, it's Minecraft. Amazing. Project Spark, which does honestly look amazing. The Crew, which looks okay. I've never been a gigantic racing game fan, but The Crew does look rather interesting. Titanfall, which looks amazing. I don't give a crap if it's on PC. I'd rather play it on console because I just don't have a good enough PC. And Wolfenstein: The New Order, which does look amazing too because I love games that shoot. Now, my reasoning for buying the Xbox One is pretty much Battlefield, Call of Duty, Titanfall, Wolfenstein, Rise, Son of Rome, and that's really about it. And Dead Rising 3, of course. Now let's look at the launch titles for PS4, confirmed day 1 titles and launch window titles. Now, a lot of these games repeat, like I said, Assassin's Creed, Battlefield, free to play on PSN, Blacklight Redemption, or Retribution. I like this for the PC, so it ought to be good on here. Call of Duty, of course. DC Universe Online, one of my favorite PC games. I'm glad to see that's coming. Drive Club, a racing game, first-person racing game, an odd concept. I give it a try. Of course, FIFA. Who gives a shit about soccer? Just Dance. I'm fat and white. I don't want to dance. Killzone Shadowfall looks amazing. That's one of the games that I looked at and said, this is why I want to also get a PS4, because of Killzone Shadowfall. Knack looks interesting enough. Marvel Superheroes, of course it's Marvel. More Madden, because screw that. Minecraft, oddly enough. I'm glad that PlayStation managed to take their heads out of their ass and finally get Minecraft. More basketball, because who gives a shit. Need for Speed Rivals. I said that looked interesting. The Playroom. It's a packed-in game. I don't know what this is, but it should be interesting. It's made by Sony, so. Resogun. I have no idea what that is. More Skylanders. Tiny Brains, don't know. Warframe, I love that game. Can't wait to play on console. War Thunder, that just sounds interesting. And Watch Dogs. So it's still relatively shared, right? Launch window titles. Basement Crawl, no idea. Contrast, no idea. Daylight. Zombie, I don't know. Doko Universe? Dookie Universe? I don't know how you say that. It's Japanese probably. Infamous Second Son looks awesome. Mercenary Kings, don't know. Octodad Distant, I like that game, it's a fun game. Odd World, Planet Side 2, always fun. Pool Nation FX, no idea. If it's a pool game, wow. Primal Carnage Genesis, sounds interesting. Raise the Dead, no idea. Super Motherload, sounds like a porno. The Crew. The Order 1886, another game I am excited about. When I saw it presented, I was just like, holy crap, I need that. The Pinball Arcade, I like pinball. The Witness, I don't really know. Transistor, I've seen some stuff about that, looks interesting. And Wolfenstein: The New Order. Okay. So those are going to be the launch titles. Sorry about any background noise. I have a 6-year-old nephew and he's just on a rip today. So now that we've gotten those out of the way, let's get down to my reasoning for why I want to get an Xbox One first. I will first say I am a huge fan of Microsoft. I own a Microsoft network. I own a Microsoft PC. I can't use Apple worth of crap because it just confuses me. And Sony runs on Windows anyway. I like their software better, and that's one of the reasons. But that's not the main reason. The main reason is because Xbox and Microsoft know how to do FPS games better than Sony ever has. I like their online play so much better than anything I've ever experienced on a PC or anything I've ever experienced on the PlayStation, and I just enjoy it better. I'm not getting a PlayStation 4 to play online games. I'm getting a PlayStation 4 to play the weird and awesome single player games and all the JRPGs that I really want to play. So that's my reasoning for getting Xbox One first. Because they do PS4 better than anything else. Or they do FPS better than anything else. You know, I mean, what is... Sony hasn't really presented me with anything that, other than Shadowfall, which looks amazing, that I've looked at and went, holy crap, I need to buy this first. I mean, there's Destiny, but it's going to be on every console. Except for PC. So the Xbox One makes sense to me because it's going to have the games I want to play. I don't care if you think the PlayStation 4 has better hardware, because when it all came out said and done, they both had the same damn thing and both ran the same way. Oh, you're mad at Microsoft for their crappy DMR program? You idiots. You do realize that DMR is pretty much like, if you play PC games at all, period, you've already been accustomed to that. So buck it up and get an internet service, or just don't be a gamer. Welcome to the 21st century, idiots. That's literally how it is. It's going to come a point in the next generation where you're not going to have disc games. You're going to have nothing but download games. So, you might as well suck it up and bite the bullet now. And bend over and get ready, Jimmy, because Superman's going in dry. Because it's just the sheer idea that you could get so furiously mad over a company trying to pretty much do something they're going to have to do anyway. And trying to ease you into it is ridiculous. And now that you all have went nuts over it, and they've revoked their stuff, essentially, it's the same damn thing as the PS4 now. The hardware specs are exactly the same. No matter how fancy you think it is, the PC gamers just can literally look there and say they're both going to run the same thing, because they know about all this stuff. And I don't care if you're a PC elitist. Trust me, I don't give a crap. There is no more crap to give within me to physically care whether you think the PC is better or not. Because, you know what? I don't care. So what, you like the PC? So what, you like the PS4? So what, you like the Xbox One? And just giving a crap just hurts sometimes. Because you're just going to sit there and complain and compare which one's better. Just buy both. Be a gamer. Play games. You want to know why I want to get an Xbox One first? It's because I'm kind of an Xbox fanboy, but beyond that, because they have Halo. They run Call of Duty better than any game I've ever seen. Their controller is one of the best controllers in the world. They run FPS games. They are the king of the FPS games. More FPS exclusives, Titanfall, are going to console exclusives. Let me rephrase that with Titanfall. Console exclusives. Because if I don't, the PC gaming elitists will go nuts. Because, oh, I can play it on PC too. Good for you. Go play it. I don't care. Big middle fingers up to you. You know, hey, good for you. You know, until Sony starts releasing, you know, FPS games like that. Other than, I mean, don't get me wrong, Killzone Shadowfall looks amazing. I mean, I want to play it so bad, it just looks awesome. And, you know, Infamous Second Son, I never gave a crap about the Infamous series until Second Son. And until I started seeing stuff about that, it was like, hey, that looks awesome. And, you know, I want another Resistance game. What is that? You know, Resistance was always a great series. You know, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm buying both of these consoles. Okay, so I'm buying the Xbox One first. That doesn't make me an elitist. It doesn't make me it doesn't make me a fanboy. Just because I look at the consoles and see that one has more of the games that I want than the other one does. PS4 is going to have the biggest lineup of JRPGs that anyone has ever seen. Trust me. It's going to happen. It's going to have all the games like that I would want to play. It's going to have a ton of indie games, just like Xbox will, but it's just to get into arguments and then call someone a dumbass because you just don't like their choice in console is completely stupid. I don't care if you like the PC. So what? If you want to spend a couple $1,000s on your PC and have to constantly worry about updates and making sure the game may not ever run period on your computer because you don't have the right graphics card, you don't have the right drivers, you don't have the right amount of RAM. Fine. Go do it. You got the money, you got the time, I don't care. The reason I like consoles better than playing on the PC sometimes is because I don't have to worry about that. It's easy. I plug it in. All I do, I plug the console in. Boot it up, update it if it needs to be updated, turn it on, sign in, pop the disc in, and hope to God that the developer didn't break their game before shipping. And hope that the developer did their job right, and the game should work. Will there be glitches? Of course. There's glitches all the time. Will there be bugs? Of course. But just because you play on the PC or on PS4 doesn't make you superior. It doesn't make you better. It just makes you a guy playing video games on a PC or a PS4 or an Xbox One. Until these things comes out, we're not gonna know which one's better. We're just gonna know that they're coming. So don't start choosing now just because you want to be a fanboy or a douchebag. Personally, I'm gonna buy them both, and I'm gonna play them both. But you know what? Screw it. Till then, I may just save up my money and buy a Wii U because that thing's gonna blow up soon. Trust me. I know Nintendo. I've been a Nintendo fanboy for years. Maybe I'll buy a 3DS instead. I mean, the new Pokemon's coming out. I can sink hours upon hours of time into that damn thing. I wouldn't have to deal with idiots complaining about it. No one gets into a fight over Pokemon. Everyone just loves Pokemon. But we get into a fight over which hardware is better because you feel the need to voice your opinion over which one you're going to get. Okay. You're going to get this one, I'm going to get this one. Let's go our separate ways and move on with our lives. I mean, good lord. I'll willingly admit it. I like playing on the Xbox One, or the Xbox 360 more than I ever did on the PS3. You know what my complaint with the PS3 is? They didn't give a shit. They didn't care. You think they cared about the gamers with the PS3? No. Think Xbox honestly cared about the gamers? Not really. They care about your money. They're corporations. Their goal is to make money. They're not in touch with you. They don't think about how you think or what you think of. They just think of, how are we going to shove this down your throat to get your money? So there's no use getting behind one of the two and going nuts over it. Just pick the one that has the games you want. That's it. Does one have games you want? Yeah. Are these games on the other one? No. Do they run better on the one on this one? Yes. Then buy that one. Do you want to go through the hassle of being a PC gamer? Not really. Then buy a freaking console. Pick the console that has the exclusives you want to play and the games that you want to play. Pick the one that runs them better and does them better. Because honest to God, Xbox One will play FPS games and shooter games and fighter games and shooting games and FPS games and certain RPGs, first person games and RPGs better than any freaking console out there. And the PS4 will play JRPGs and fighters and third-person games better than any freaking console out there. It depends what type of gamer you are, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You're just a gamer, so stop bitching and buck up. Because it's just, you know, one of the biggest things against me is all the PlayStation fanboys are bitching about how, oh well, with Xbox you have to pay to get online. That's such bullshit. Yeah, you have to do it now with PlayStation, you jackass. I bet you didn't realize it. Oh yeah, PlayStation Plus is now the official multiplayer. It's like Xbox Live now. You have to pay for it. But you know why you pay for it? So that Anonymous can't hack your ass, and all summer you can't play games online because some jackass around the world decided that you were too much of a big corporation fat cat, that they had to break down your whole online system. And you had no one there to stop them. Why? Because you wanted free online service. And the company couldn't afford to hire anyone. Do you know why we pay for Xbox One? Because they hire people that sit there and monitor their Xbox Live service constantly. And when someone's hacking or the first, sign of anything shady going on, they instantly kick you and repair the damage. Sony doesn't have people like that. They do now, though, and that's why you're paying for PlayStation Plus to be your online service. At this point, the PS4 and the Xbox One are twins. They dress slightly different, but in fact, they're made up of the same damn thing. What it comes down to is, how do you like to play games? Do you like to run around and shoot stuff like me, and then later on hit stuff and stab stuff with a knife like me? Then go with the Xbox One. But if you like to have very long, complicated stories that turn your head upside down and half of it's not in English and you can't figure out which way is up because sometimes the controls are all wonky because Japan has weird controls. Honest to God, they really do. A lot of Japanese games have weird control settings. And, you want to enter this magical realm of fun and excitement, then go for the PS4. Do you like Japanese games more than you like American games? Go for the PS4. Do you like running around with rocket launchers? Do you like FPS games? Go for the Xbox One. It's time for the fanboys to die and go away. And I don't care what order you put that in, just go away. Leave us alone. Because it is a small vocal minority that is screwing stuff up. And I can't stand that. You want to be fanboys? Go buy a Nintendo console. Because us Nintendo fanboys will support Nintendo to the very friggin' end. So, in all, shut the hell up and just buy whichever one you want. Because if I have to listen to one more stupid little rant about which one's better, or see another comment about how bad the Xbox One is gonna suck, or how bad the PS4 is gonna suck compared to the other one, I swear to God, I am going to jump through the internet, find you, rip out your heart, all Indiana Jones style, Kali Ma, motherfucker, and feed it to you. That's all.